Hey, everybody, it's Mooney Devereaux, and welcome to A Good Laugh podcast.
I'm your co-host, Jess Devereaux, and welcome to our Writer's Room. We are so excited to present our very special guest today, Nore Davis.
Yay!
He is a stand-up comedian, actor, writer, multi-hyphenate,
Yes.
and we are so happy to have you on, Nore.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Nore, thank you so
Yes.
much for being here. And as just stated, Nore Davis. If you don't know about Nore Davis, you are behind. Don't get left behind. So we're here to get you up to speed, right? Nore Davis is a stand-up comedian, writer, actor, and he's known for his sharp wit and emotional honesty. He has 7, yes, I said 7 stand-up comedy albums streaming on all platforms. Go check it out. And has appeared on Succession, Netflix's Survival of the Fittest, and The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon 3 times. Incredible. Nore blends humor and healing in his work. He's currently touring and promoting his new hour, My Inner Child Said What? Let's take a listen to some of his stand-up.
So 3 years ago, my mom passed away and everything. It's all good. It's all good. You didn't do it. People say, I'm so sorry for your loss. I let the fuck with him be like, why? I'm sorry for what? Did you do it? You know you fucked up. I'm sorry. People always say that, oh, I'm sending my love. I'm like, what's the tracking number? Yeah, I'm sending it. Where is it? Is it Uber Eats? Who has it? Is it in the cookie?
Is it in the cookie? Nore,
Did you send it?
welcome to A Good Laugh.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you so much. Thank
We're
you so much,
excited to have
Moni
you.
and Jeff.
Yeah.
The
we're excited
sister
to have
on
you.
sister.
You're
One
gonna be-
is feminine presenting, the other one's masculine presenting. They are they
You're
be
like,
doing
you're
what they
like the
tell us.
Roger. Roger coming over.
Sister. That's how you say it, y'all.
Yeah.
Sister. Yup.
I'll go deep.
I love it.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
I love it.
So, Nore, we have a tradition here on A Good Laugh that at the top of our show, we each share something that brought us a good laugh during the week. So, Mooney, do you want to kick us off?
Oh my God, sure. So Jess and I, we work at the same company, and like my immediate boss, like she's new, like I've been working with her for 3 weeks already, and I had to send a little note, dear HR, I'm having problems with such and such. Like, I mean, you know, like blame our mom for giving us self-esteem. I don't know. Anyways, so like. Anyways, I had to report her because she was just acting up. And the client, the big client, major client, just sent me an email yesterday and was like, you're doing such a fabulous job. Great work product. I love working with you, blah, blah. And I just like forward that shit to like HR, the janitor, like anyone, like the CEO of the company.
Everybody.
I was like, please place this in my employee file. Like, I was just like,
Yep, receipts.
right.
Yeah.
I was like, that gave me a good laugh. I just put my big black dildo on the table. Like, yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Damn. Look at that. Who said I'm not doing
Yeah.
a good job? What you talking
Yeah,
about?
what you talking about?
You forward that to everybody in the company,
Exactly.
huh? You work from home or is it like at a cubicle?
I work from my cubicle at home.
There you go. Your cubicle at home. Got
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Yes. Also, y'all be fussing in emails at home. That's wild.
Oh yeah, we be talking shit about everybody. I be working braless sometimes. They be trying to push me and get
Yeah.
on camera. I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm not getting on camera. You get on camera
Yeah,
first.
no, camera's off.
Right.
Yeah.
You show me
That's
your camera
funny.
first.
I'm here. Hello.
What brought you a good laugh, Nore, this week?
What brought me a good laugh was, it was my daughter's 13th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And what happened was the next day, like Sunday, she comes over and hangs out with me. And sometimes in my head, I'm thinking like, you're a teen. You don't have to hang out with me all the time. I know you want to hang out with your friends and stuff. So I said that in a long ass scrolling paragraph, like, love you so much. So proud of you. I know you're a teen. Me and your mother, we co-parent. And, you see me Sundays, but it's okay. Sometimes you could just enjoy yourself and stay home if you want. I had the same thing happen with me and my dad. I had to go see him, and it really made our relationship weird because I was forced to see him and my mom talking this. And so, hey, you always have the option if you don't want to. Love you very much. Happy birthday. And she just texts back, nigga, you in town? I'm
Yeah.
coming. I'm like, oh, that's what you got from all that? I gave you my whole
Right.
backstory, everything. He's like, oh yeah, appreciate it, but you're home, right? Like I'll be there. Like the fuck. And so
Pouring your
I
whole
just
heart out.
discovered, yeah, I just discovered like I'm very dramatic. Like my daughter's like, you dramatic, bro. Like chill. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like these, yeah, these girls, man, these teens, man, they hard. They
Yeah.
real. They like.
I mean, what do they say? Like a teenage or preteen girl, teenage girl, like that's the hardest critic. Like,
It's interesting because I told my girl the same story. And she's like, "Yeah, like why would you send all that shit? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, everything's fine. The fuck?" Like, I'm like, oh, "Okay, I'm the drama. Got it.
Right.
Like, I'm the one just saying or thinking, exaggerating this and that, like making choices for her, and that's the voice in my head type shit. Just listening to that, and it's just like my daughter's like, "Nah, nigga, all right, it's fine.
yeah.
Like, my nigga, I'll be there. Like, chill out. The fuck? Don't ever text me a big ass girl ever again. Like, there's no need for that." I'm like,
Right.
all right, you right. My bad, girl. My bad. So yeah, that gave me a
Yeah.
great laugh, to be honest. Yeah.
Love that.
Good
I
laugh.
love
Good
that.
laugh.
And Jess, what brought you a good laugh this week?
So Mooney and I are like deep in comedy history and study right now. So I've been like,
Sick.
dealing with the greats, Charlie Chaplin in particular. I see Nora, you
Mm,
have him in the background there.
yeah.
And let me just tell you, I just watched The Great Dictator, phenomenal film, highly recommend
Mm,
it. And it's like such a window into what we are experiencing
Mm,
in America
yeah.
right
I haven't
now.
heard of that.
Yeah.
It's excellent. But do not Wikipedia Charlie Chaplin.
Oh
When
no.
I tell you Charlie Chaplin liked them young, he liked them young.
Lord have mercy,
Yeah, yeah.
Lord.
Oh
So I
man.
went down that Wikipedia rabbit hole, and it was
Damn.
like, that Chris Rock where he's talking about Michael Jackson, and he's like, another kid?
Yeah.
It was like that with
Another
It's
Charlie.
like
I was like,
Gandhi
another
too.
little
You're like,
girl.
oh damn.
it was like she
Yeah,
was 15,
Gandhi. What
16.
was it? Farrakhan,
Oof.
right? That's what
Farrakhan,
got
yep,
Malcolm
another
X
one.
out of there. He was
Yeah,
like, yeah, nah,
he's like, hold on.
your wife is like the age of my daughter, bro. This is wild right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't Wikipedia your heroes. Like it was one of those things. I was like, okay, yeah. Charlie,
Don't
great,
wiki them.
great,
Don't meet
creative.
them. And I'm
Ooh.
trying to become somebody's hero. So you can meet me, because the heroes I have, don't meet them niggas, man.
Oh
They just
damn.
they
Nobody
they
went
ain't
to
no healing
therapy.
over there. Them poor
Yeah,
guys. But I get it. They
it's
they had
real.
to be scarred from the Lion King to make it. I get it.
Damn.
We are going to pivot and get into some of our juicy questions here, Nori. We
All
are
right.
so excited to have you here. We have a lot of emerging comedians and writers and just creatives that listen to this podcast. So we're going to get into like the
Sick.
nuts and bolts of it all
Whatever
and
you
get
need.
like nerd out a little bit.
All right, I'm here.
So
Let's do it.
let's do it. Okay. First question, though, is about how you even became a stand up. I mean, you weren't that kid, though, who was like dreaming of being Richard Pryor. I, I remember you saying like college was really your first like real consideration of making this a career, right? Can you kind of walk us through that moment of like knowing that this is something you wanted to pursue?
Definitely 5 or 2006, I started to get the bug for stand up, because prior to those years, I was doing graphic design, and I'm good at art. Like I have a good eye and all that, but I sucked at execution. Like I went to Delaware College of Art and Design. It's not even there anymore. And that was like a school where you can break off and either go to Corcoran or you can go to Pratt Institute, because their credits transfer. But the price of college, I was like, this is crazy. I'm gonna go somewhere else. FIT, that was a horrible experience. I went to SVA, and again, just in the arts, just not feeling seen or like loved or seeing what I wanted to do. And then I think during that time, I hopped into street racing, and
Right.
I went deep into street racing, designing my car, saving up, working at like odd jobs, getting parts, racing, beat a guy for $100. Uh, got my car arrested, impounded, got it back. Then a couple months and crashed it. So okay, all right. So now street racing is gone. That's done. So I'm like back to graphic design, but that's not what I want to do. And then It was right back in college. I finished the rest of my degree, and then Ben Bailey was the comedian that came to the school to perform, and he was amazing, man. He was ragging on the environment, and because it was still like a low crowd and we were college kids. So now I give college kids grace because I did colleges a lot, and I remember that like me as a college kid, like you really don't even have the brain power to laugh out. You're just taking it all in, just excited. Like, yo, there's just a guy on stage just ripping. And you giggle a little bit, but in my head, I'm like, wow, this dude's dope. So after that, I was like, oh, I think I want to do that. So I joined improv at Pratt. It was like a college improv troupe. The up top players, I remember that. And that was me and Phoebe Robinson. That's where I met Phoebe Robinson. We
Wow.
went to the
Okay,
same college,
cool.
Pratt Institute, back in like 2007 and graduated that year 2008. Then that's when I started, and I took a class. I lied to my parents and said I need money for books, but I took that $300 and did a comedy class at the Comic Strip Live on the east side. Yeah. So after colleges, whatever, I would just go there at night and do the comedy classes with DF Sweetler. And that was like for the whole semester. And then I had the Bringer show. I brought like maybe college friends like that. And then now I was just deep into this college world. And I remember that was the beginning. I told my mom, like, I want to do stand up. And she was like, yeah, what? Like, no, well, you better get your degree. You got to get your degree first. It was that because I really wanted to just drop out and just do stand up and get in there. But she said, you better get your degree. And I just remember that being a fire. Like, I'm going to prove to you I'm going to do this. Watch. That's what started it. I didn't know it was comedy clubs. Like, I was just in school. I'm the era of Dipset, The Locks, DMX, like toxic hip hop, Jay-Z, all that. And then street racing, like there was no comedy clubs in Yonkers or going to Manhattan, like just chilling at Times Square. That's all a kid wanted to do. So seeing Ben Bailey for the first time, and then after that, I went to my own comedy show by myself with a date, I remember, and the comic show live on a Saturday. It was just so fucking electric. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this. Like that's when I saw Sherrod Small, prime Sherrod Small, like could not lose. Sherrod Small, Chuck Nice, like those guys, man. It was crazy to see them at that stature, man. They were just titans to me. They still are. They still are. Now me being in it now, I still love like the Greer Barneses and DC Benny and Patrice O'Neal and young Gary Goldman. Like nigga, I saw him Torgasm. Like I love Gary Goldman. He even headlined one of my album release parties. I love Gary Goldman. Like I just related to comics that like had jokes. Cause that was one thing I'll give DL Sweetler. I always give him credit. He was a great teacher. I went up there performing and I did my thing and I was basically being a comic view, like just cursing. And he was just like, all right, well, where's the jokes? Like I get the curses, but where's your joke? And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. So I would listen to Dane Cook and Robin Harris, Martin Lawrence. I had the CDs, their albums. I was just buying albums and buying DVDs with my day job money. Like all the Richard Pryor albums, all the Bill Cosby's vinyls, George Carlin, Eddie Murphy's vinyl, Robin Harris, Baby Kids. I got that vinyl and the album, but I would play it in my car. And so I started 2007 and 8, and then from there just never stopped. And I think the first time I got paid for like an actual gig was probably like 2010 or 11. That's how it all started.
Love it.
Yeah, that's how it
I
started.
love it. I love hearing origin stories in general, but especially with comedians as myself being a lawyer turned stand-up comedian and like seriously doing this for 4 years now. And like I can relate, like it's like with your story about seeing Ben Bailey and you were inspired. But I remember when I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I went to Harlem Tavern. Like there was like an open mic one night and I saw this. I'd never done stand-up and I saw this one comedian go up on stage and I was like, damn, like, and she wasn't funny. And I was like, I feel like I could do a better job than that. Like, and so she inspired me and I was like, okay, like I got to push myself. I got to get out of this fear, this comfort zone. and just go for it, you know? So that's it's fascinating to hear different people's stories and what inspires them to take that leap and to jump.
Straight out of
Yeah, it's almost
college.
like
Yeah.
a
Go ahead.
reverse inspiration, like you could be inspired by seeing someone who does it really well,
Right.
and you could actually be inspired by seeing someone who doesn't, and you're like, I can do a better job than that. Or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if she can do it, I can do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep, yep. A lot
Yeah.
of audiences think that when you're out there, but I mean, that's the whole trick of stand-up. We make it look easy.
Yeah. Especially when you're good like yourself. Like, yeah, like you make it look
Aw,
so
thank
effortless.
you.
Like you just thought about this stuff right there in the moment.
I did come from that school of like the Chappelles and Rock and Wanda Sykes and who was Ellen, and I just like whatever you're out, or Jim Gaffigan, love Jim Gaffigan too as well. Like just building an arc of where you're at in your life, and I try to mimic that of like, all right, well, this is where I'm at. I'm still with the therapy stuff and figuring that out. So that's where I'm at, trying to figure it out. Yeah, but thank you,
I love
Mooney,
that you are still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Do you have
forever.
moments of resistance, Nori, where you're like, I don't know about this whole comedy thing?
Oh my God. I mean, hmm. No, not I don't know about this whole comedy thing. I just know about what's the next goal or what's the next achievable goal. Like, yeah, definitely comedy. But before that, I did matter of fact, yeah, I'm sorry, Jess. I'm lying. I did feel like that because of my mom passed, and then I
Mm.
was just like, I have to retire. So I retired for like a year, and I was like, oh, I can make this a play, and just I started to write a play while grieving and figuring out, I don't know, like she passed while I was in therapy and setting boundaries and all that trauma. Like it was just a lot of turmoil, so much pain that I just kept running from, running from, running from. And then getting in horrible situations of dating and being in a holding cell and losing my apartment and all this other shit. Holding cell twice by dating. But for something of like in the energy of the universe is like you don't belong here. Like I'm like, all right,
Mm.
something's up with me. Like I need to figure out. I'm masking. I'm using stand up as a place to run, and I
Mhm.
always been running. Even when I was a kid, like just all the pain and the beatings and the yelling. I was just always trying to get somewhere that was happy. I can be happy and nice and loving, and so my first ex fiance, I would be at her house a lot, and I feel bad I left my brother there, but he was, your siblings, they kind of become their own soldier to the monarchy, and then I was the rebel. Like I can't do this, so I gotta get out of here. Like always fighting her back or always heading back with it. So that's when stand up didn't look like I can do it when I retired, and I started just the story that I've been through and just unpacking the history, unpacking the trauma of why my mom was like that, why her mom and her dad was like that, and just getting much more family history. I was like, ooh, I want to do a play or a solo show or a play, and that's why I did a solo show film to where that got me there called Element. That was a level of where I was at, and then I wanted to do the play then. So in that era of 2023, 2024, 2023, that's where I was like, yeah, nah, I don't think stand up will be for me. It doesn't. But I just had to keep finding like why. Oh yeah, I knew why. I knew why. The reason I did it is because I wanted to prove to my mom. Yeah, it was after the suicide episode. Yeah, I wanted to prove to her I can do it. So now she's not here. Now, like, why be here? It was all that. It was that. So healed through that, healed all through that, and then now, like, probably last year I came back,
Mhm.
and then I did that whole post like I'm so sorry I retired, blah blah blah. And yeah, but so during 2022, 2022, 23. That's when stand up felt like, yeah, no, I can't do this. you
I
know.
remember talking to you, we were at a bar, we were at Keith Robinson's, Netflix special taping,
Yes.
like, and, like,
Yeah.
after party. It was super
You shocked
exclusive.
the shit out of me.
Yeah, and I was just like and you were telling me, you were like, "I'm gonna take a break," or, like, I think you were talking about retiring, and I was like, "Please don't do that, the world needs you." But, like, I mean, I took this summer off, like, I feel like sometimes you just have to listen to that your intuition when as a creator, right? Because there's you can't create when you're not well mentally, when
Yeah.
things are not going well in your life, when you feel lost, when you don't you don't just feel funny, you don't feel like creating. And so you have to really have a self-awareness and pay attention to your body, your soul, your emotions, to know when it's like, hey, you know what, I need a break. And you come
Yeah.
back even stronger than ever before and more focused and more guided than ever before. So I'm happy that you talked yourself out of that, because it's not easy. And so, you've mentioned like dealing with a lot of just some traumatic events in your life and writing about it and talking about it on stage. Like, how do you go about doing that? Like separating the trauma and finding the funny in the trauma in your writing?
That's interesting. Yeah. It's just me and Lil Nori, man. Like, it's always been him. It's always been that little inner child in me, like, cause he's the one that, we want to have fun. We want to get away from the pain. So it was a distraction, still hurting. Yeah, it was a distraction. So me and Lil Nori just finding something funny that makes us negate the pain,
Hmm.
negate the actual true emotion of what we're feeling. And then also to strive to tell people like, oh man, this is something we never heard before. This is something that hopefully it's inspiring, or this is just my story. This is just where I'm at right now. And I just don't want to resort to, women do this, men do that, or like observational. I feel like observational comedy is like, that's for the whole public. But to be your authentic self is to talk about what you're personally going through. So yeah, me and Lil Nori, and then my best friend Ace, he's my partner, my writer as well. So business partner, and just talking things out, and then some funny stuff comes out. I'm like, oh man, this might be cool to talk about, and just lay that foundation of like being that person that was just emotionally talking about it, just going there. And yeah, me and Lil Nori. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. We write the jokes together. That's where we have fun. Then when it's not jokes, then it's just like, as I talk about my stand up, it's the emotionally transmitted disease. That's what I call it. It's a ETD. emotionally
Mm.
transmitted emotionally transmitted disease. That's what was passed down to me. That's what he inherited from my mom, and my mom inherited that from her father. So it's
Mm.
less like, like, oh, you're not doing enough, or we gotta go do this, we gotta go do that, we gotta go clean, oh, man, this is gonna suck. Nobody's gonna like us. Oh, we're not gonna make no money. Oh, we're never gonna make any money. Like he'll just keep just going, just going. And I'm just like, none of that's true. Stop. Okay. So how about we talk about all that, putting thoughts on trial? Oh yeah, we could talk about thoughts on trial. And then it's like a jury, and the
Thoughts
jury,
on
blah, blah, blah.
trial was so
And then
good.
and then we just imagine like the audience, and an audience going to laughing at it. Even though that's not facts, because that's all fabricated. Gotta really actually test it out and have the evidence of like, okay, this works, that doesn't work, or I didn't communicate this correct at all. So yeah, it's me and him, me and Lil Nori. So that's just knowing more of yourself, more of the God in you, makes you
Hmm.
triumph so much more of this oppressing ass world.
Nori, can I ask you a little bit more about the specifics of your process with little Nori and
Mhm.
Ace? Are you guys sort of like morning people? You start working. What does your day look like creatively? How does the joke writing process work?
24 fucking hours. 24 hours. Only reason I go to sleep because my body, the iPhone battery in my body is at 0. So that's when it goes black, just like an iPhone. So
Hmm.
Lil Nori can't talk then. But then there's DreamWorks. There's DreamWorks. And
Yeah.
the other day, like I did a joke to somebody in a dream. It was crazy. Like I had a dream where, and it's one of those dreams where consciously you're in it, but you're just going with it. And it's just like Lil Nori's just sad, and running this at my childhood house in Yonkers, and running this party. Everybody's coming in and out. Like my mom always had parties in the backyard, and This girl, Omar's there too, and his cousins are there. Kids are outside playing, and I'm trying to organize food, feed everybody. Then Omar, my best friend, his cousin came, and she was like, "What? Where's your mom?" I said, "Well, she died." And she's like, "Well, why'd you say it like that?" I'm like, "Well, what, you want me to say it softer?" And she's like, "Yeah, you should at least deliver that softer." I'm like, "Oh, so you want me to whisper it like, oh, she died?" Like that. And then I just remember hearing a little Nori like, "Oh, that's a funny joke. We can do that later. That's a funny joke. That might work on stage." And then I just kept going through the dream, like being sad and crying because like my mom used to do that. I remember that like crying in the dream and just, and that's him hurting, still missing his mother
Mhm.
and us both missing her.
Mhm.
So it's the adult Nori who has to parent little Nori. And
Yes.
for all my
Yes.
life, it was just little Nori taking over the adult me,
Mm.
like buying all the toys, buying all the Ninja Turtles. Your adult self had to grow from that child. And so your child is still in there. So my process of knowing Lil Nori more, knowing much more of myself, me being more of an adult to him and not allowing him to just wreak havoc, you know?
I love how you said that you are now parenting that child,
Yes.
right? Like you have
Yes.
now become your own father in a way, right? You have to
Hmm.
be that person for yourself, and that's incredibly powerful. It comes with a lot of responsibility too.
Yeah.
Um, I can just speak from my experience, but Mooney and I, our mother passed away about 10 years ago now,
Mm.
and that grief that you were expressing of that inner child, just still grieving, that for me, and I think for many people, that never goes away.
Yeah. No. We are
Yeah.
definitely in this club
Yeah.
that we enact to be in. And
100%.
it's even more harder because we're in this system where it's like you have to keep going, keep working, keep working, keep paying bills, keep like just have to keep being instead of just being present and grieve. I remember I had a manager. I went over time, which is my fault, my bad, and she said, "Yeah, you went over your time." And I said, "Well, my mom died, all right? I was just trying to get that joke out." She's like, "All right, well, you're going to need to get over that." I'm like,
Wow.
"What? Never." You know? I mean, that hurt Lil Nori a lot, but I had to tell him like, "Look, man, she hard, dog. Like it's okay." And that's the parenting of like and that's the moment right there between crash out or just, "Hey, man, that person don't understand. Let's move on." The inner child is where you crash out. And there'll probably be so many black people or people that wouldn't be in jail if they understand like you crashing out or that type of therapy, that type of sense that you wouldn't be in those situations where mental health is just avoidance of love, avoidance of trust, trust being taken away. So that little kid's like, "I'm grown, I got a knife, fuck all that." Like it gets defense mode. Like it just the innings of me, I understand, and I see so much more of the innings in other people. I see little Jess, I see little Mooney. Like I could just see, even in the audience, I can see their little kid.
Hey there, amazing listeners. Just a quick moment to say thank you for tuning in. We love having you here, and if you're enjoying the show, be sure to follow us, like our content, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a wonderful episode. And don't be stingy. Share with your family, friends, coworkers, Uber drivers. And if you can leave us a review, even better. It helps more awesome people like you find us so we can keep building this fabulous community. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to the laughs.
This
Yep.
might be a great time for us to pivot, Nori. We have the next segment of our show we call Fun and Games. It's my
Okay.
Yeah,
favorite.
All
We
right.
get
All right.
into it. Yep.
get
Games.
into it.
Today's game is something we like to call working title. So
Okay.
essentially, what happens is I'll give replacement words for the title of a popular movie. So
Hmm.
let's say Crib Solo. What do you think that might be?
Crib solo. Crib.
Crib,
Is this a
like slang.
movie or a
It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie? Okay.
Okay, so Crib
Crib.
Solo would be Home Alone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, all right, so the whole title is replaced, and then we have to guess the
Correct. So
movie.
like individual words
Okay,
are
I'm
replaced.
thinking individual words were replaced, and the actual title of the film is one of the words. But no, the whole thing is replaced.
Yes. So Crib
Okay.
Solo, Crib, Home, Alone, Solo,
Yes, Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Got it.
Is this like, are we like kind of making this a little specific to kind of help us out instead of like this broad world? Or are we going to kind of.
Yes, we are going to get a little more specific. So since we are both from New York, Westchester County to be
Whoop,
exact.
whoop.
Okay.
So we're going to honor our fellow Westchester native Denzel Washington from Mount Vernon.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
going to do movies that star Denzel Washington.
Nice.
So you're
Okay.
going head to head, Nori, with Mooney.
Oh my lord.
All
And we
right.
just gotta hurry up and guess.
You have 20 seconds to guess. So the
Okay.
first question is going to go to Mooney since she's
Okay.
done this game before. All right,
All
Mooney.
right.
So your clue is coaching period.
Oh, that's easy.
Coaching, period.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that.
John Q. Coaching, period. What movie was Denzel a coach?
He's not a coach. Coaching is for training.
Oh,
And
yes.
Training
Got
day.
distracted. Forgot.
Oh,
That's
Go
all
through
right.
the list
damn.
of the
I was thinking
movies.
Remember the Titans. Oh God. All right. My
Oh,
bad. I thought coaching. I was like, Remember the Titans.
that was a good one too.
I
There's
would have
because Denzel has
lost
such an
too. Never
extensive
mind.
list.
Man, this game is
So
crazy.
it's all right.
All right, Nora, you're up. Okay, just one
Yeah, I
word.
guess so.
Praise.
Praise. Praise. Praise him. Praise. Praise him. I'm gonna lift him up. Praise. And I
Let me
only
get
get
my
one
little.
answer. Like
You get one
praise.
answer.
Oh, praise. That was on Whitney Houston.
Oh,
Damn,
that's
and he was an
Nope.
angel?
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now.
no, that's
It
not
is
it.
not.
Praise.
It's not it. Not it.
Okay. Wait. All right. So then praise, then it would be fences.
Nope.
Damn.
Oh,
Glory.
glory. But I
Glory.
like, what was it? The preacher's daughter? Something
The
The
preacher's
preacher's wife. The
preacher's
preacher's
wife.
wife. I wouldn't have got that, but yeah.
But praise, that
Lord.
makes sense. The preacher's wife, because he was in that too, right? Or was that Cuba Gooding? I
You
can't
guys
recall.
and the replacement of words. This is not working out. It's all right. It's all good. Okay. We will have the first one to correctly answer this wins the bag. I don't know what's
All
in the
right.
bag, but you win the bag.
The swag
Okay.
bag.
The clue is Satan in a cobalt gown.
Cobalt gown. Wow.
Satan in a
Death becomes her.
devil of the
No.
time. No, devil. What's
Devil Wears Prada.
devil in the blue dress? That's not
Yes,
Ooh.
Devil in a Blue
Oh,
Devil in the
that's
blue
it.
dress.
Yes, that was like one of his original. Yeah, that was like in the
Devil in a
beginning
blue dress.
of his career.
Devil in the blue
Nori for the
dress.
win.
Yo,
I-
that's right.
I've seen
You
the
deserve
poster.
it. You earned
I
it.
watched the beginning. I never finished that whole film. I still don't understand, but I'm happy for him. That's like,
You went down the Instagram rabbit hole in the movie, right? You're
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
you
Basically,
know, when you watch movies and you're just like, you're like, are you watching really?
it wasn't even that. I kind of watched that movie like how my daughter watches movie, like through clips, online. And
Oh,
it's
and you're
like,
like,
oh,
this might be
okay,
good.
yeah, this not even be good. Just like, oh, okay, I got it. It's just like the kids.
like you're hitting all the beats.
Yeah,
like if it's a beat
exactly.
sheet.
Yep. Yeah, nah, the
Yeah.
I
kid.
got you.
I think about it, man. TikTok, that they ain't got no money. They ain't got no money to go to the movies and sit down and watch it. It's like all right here on their phone, free 99. Unless I
Yeah.
take her to the movies, we sit down. Then she's like, "Oh man, this is great." Like, yeah, it's not cool to go to the fucking movies, but when your parents take you, that's cool.
Yeah, we got to make it cool again. So, like, this podcast was just birthed out of just us wanting to create more laughter, joy, and connection, just bring that to the world.
Sick.
And so just on that note, like, what during these trying times, like, what brings you joy? Right.
What brings me joy? My current partner, my lady Chelsea, she's in LA. She brings me joy going out there. And when I go to LA, it's like a mini little vacation of just chilling, not have to worry about things. And because LA is just such a desert and so dire, and it's that energy of like, I'll do anything to make it. I'll fucking kill anything. You know, being on a
So
show with like Craig Robinson and Dane Cook, and then it's just like, what is happening here? I gotta follow Anita Baker. The fuck? Like it's but she brings me joy because then I'm just get to experience different things. My daughter, watching her grow up, and then watching little Nori grow up. Us grow up together. Those three huge things bring me joy of just learning and living and loving. So it's like we gotta find the joy within ourselves. So hopefully we stay the light. We stay being the light that can
Yes.
attract other
Our
light.
mommy would always say, just, like, we're in this world, but not of this world. And I think it's biblical, right? And so that's what
Ooh,
always keeps me like grounded. Like, even if the world is like burning, like, and on fire and acting up and without integrity and morals and ethics, like, I get to decide how I want to show up in the face of that.
yes. Yep.
truthfully too, I think that more people need to show up for themselves. I think too many people are so distracted, not doing the inner work, but
Yeah.
because I don't believe healed people hurt people. Hurt people
That's
hurt
right.
people.
That's right.
So
100%.
if we had more people actually doing exactly that, being more self-interested and getting curious about themselves, getting curious about their childhoods, I think we would see a radical transformation in just the outer world.
Especially being black men and black women and black they thems, like just all of us are period. Like I think I said this off cue, but like slavery did a number. So we have to continue to heal the emotional hurt from it and move forward, you know? Yeah. So I agree.
A lot
I
of
motherfucking agree. That's why I'm trying to be like a black man showing, hey, this is the healing I've been doing and trying to talk, not trying, but talking from my black ass experience of being in therapy, how to discover it and the taboos of it. You know, I'm still figuring those endings and outings out and just seeing people's reactions in the audience, which is so interesting. It's so fun.
Talk about feeling, how would I say, and negative emotions related to comedy, like
Mm.
bombing, for example. Like, how do you manage that?
Well, girl, you saw it. You saw it in DC.
I did not witness
You
it as
saw it in
bombing.
real time.
I
That was
I thought it was
bombing.
kamikaze mission. I don't think anyone could have really commanded that room, honestly.
That was
Well, I
bombing
wasn't
at
there,
the
so tell
most.
me about it.
Okay, so that was for a fundraiser for people that for a black organization that wants to help black families know how to grieve and help them
Mm.
with the grieving process and the money and everything that's going on. So they threw the fundraiser in a lounge in a hookah bar in Washington D.C. So the lounge, there's no stage, there's no lighting, it's just a DJ booth and a
Oh
VIP
no.
section and everybody's
Yeah.
lounged out and they're all in their 50s, 60s, and maybe these gays was hanging out by the bar, you know, and they got their little charcoal pack and they got their little sucking the genie, sucking the life out of the genie and alcohol. So we're talking about grieving. We're talking about, you know, raising money for grieving, but there's a full alcohol bar. So I had to perform in front, but I'm like 5'6", so I felt so small. So I went up top to behind the booth and like started projecting my jokes. And it would just be like, ba, 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 ba. And then silence, nothing, you know,
The
just
environment
nothing.
was
And
not
then like, it was one of those
suitable.
things where the comedians would
Conducive
laugh
to
like, ha,
comedy.
ha, ha, ha. You know, the comedians would laugh. So now, how do I handle that? That is a lot of adulting little Nori because little Nori is getting pissed. Like, see, they not getting shit. Why the fuck they not getting it? Like, do this joke, try that joke. And I do it and nothing. And
Tantrum.
I'm like, all right, man, look,
Little Nori's throwing the jokes like
nigga, throwing the jokes out, throwing them
do that
out.
one. Yeah.
Do this one, do that one. And I have to,
Just
and
gonna kill.
sometimes,
We know it.
yes, and then he gets like a little attitude internally, but I have to like control that to not show that to the audience and then all right, we got to laugh from the comedian, we got to laugh from the host. All right, so that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. I can live with that. I can get that. But it's still not healthy because he's still internalizing and taking it personal. And it's like, you got to
Yeah.
understand, we are in an environment, we're down 80 points and it's fourth quarter. We're not winning this game. No, we can
Oh, but
still
we could
win.
save some
We
face.
can
Right.
still win. We can still, like, if we, all right,
We
this
can
joke,
make a
and how about
highlight
this?
reel.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then he's still going like, why would they have a grieving thing and they don't like the grieving material? I don't fucking get it. Look, man, I don't know, but look,
And
this
they
is
only got watermelon flavored hookah. Like, what the hell?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and nobody's paying attention, and the energy is what you described earlier. You felt in Baltimore or Maryland, that type of energy,
Yeah.
where black people are just staring at you, and and like you feel their soul, but it's quiet, it's still, and you're like, what is that? What are you thinking? What's up? Like, hey, and then you just feel that judgment, that wave of judgment. So now you're performing for a bunch of judges, and that triggers me to my mom and my grandmother and all that. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, bro, chill. All right, little Nore, chill, but um, so it's a lot of self-talk, a lot of self-talk. But trust me, way in the past, I suck, I'm the worst. And I think the worst bombs that would help me get through it was just take a nap. Taking like I go to sleep, wake up, refresh. And one of my great mentors, Gladys from the Comic Shit Live, she told me like, look, nobody remembers when you bomb. Only you remember it. So now you have to get over it. And then from there, just keep going. Nobody cares. Everybody, they go out, live their life. Them black people don't remember that night.
Something I could so relate to. Like, I feel like in my 4th year, Jess is like, I don't know if you're familiar with like Maisel,
The Marvelous Miss
Marvelous
Maisel.
Mrs.
Oh,
Maisel.
yeah, hell yeah. Yep,
Yeah, so
love that,
like
yeah.
she's Susie and I'm Maisel, right?
That's what
And
she told
it's
me, I
like
remember
also
that,
like a
yeah.
role reversal. So like I go to her, like we just recently started like collaborating on my jokes just like the past 3 months. Like before we would collaborate on like writing TV shows, pilots and films and stuff, but like this is the first time in the past 3 months like we were writing, she's helping me write the jokes. Like with
Ooh,
you and DJ Ace. And so it's
yes.
been really beneficial to me. And so we'll like go through the footage, the show, and like this is the first time in 4 years that I'm like, I am embracing failing and bombing more and not taking it personally. It's really hard, like, because your initial inclination is to take it personally, and
How
then
could
it
you not?
triggers you, like you said. Right, Lil Nori, like you want to make these people have a good time. You want them to laugh, and you wrote this, and you were laughing at it. So you're like, are you not like, how are you not getting me? And you feel rejected, you feel embarrassed, you feel judged, and it triggers all of these emotions from childhood and your inner child, like inner Mooney, like you said with inner Nori. And like it's so challenging, but because I'm working with the therapist and working on myself spiritually and with my personal development, like I've come to now embrace it. Like I'm like, please have a seat. Would you like a drink? Can I rub your feet? Failing and bombing, whatever.
Yeah,
Because I know that it's the price of admission to my goals, to reaching my
yeah.
goals,
And that's how you
to
learn.
reaching our goals. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just come out the gate killing.
Right.
So bombing is actually very educational, and that's great. You're sitting down and like I record every set. I listen like voice memo, and then sometimes it's recorded. Then I can use that for reels. But way back, like yeah, what we talking 2009, 10? Like yeah, that's when it was like a little Zoom mic. It didn't even have it on the phone yet.
Yeah.
Um, you record and then you try to figure out what you can do to do better. Like I still think, yeah, stand up is one of the hardest art forms. Like playing an instrument, you learn
Yeah.
that by yourself. Guitar, performing. Like there's even like even the influencers now on stage, they're doing like games or they're doing they're doing games or it's like a meet and greet, like talking to the audience because that's so much easier than actually coming up with an act, figuring out the timing. It's really I relate stand up to F1 racing. Like we're in that car, we're on that stage, it's right now, and it's fast. And it's your responsibility to like kind of slow it down, taking everybody's energy and you set the tone, you set the pace. That's why it's one of the greatest and most dangerous art forms emotionally, but not physically. I think that's why I was able to replace it from street racing because I would get the same feeling, but the only difference is like I can actually die from street racing or hurt somebody. Bombing, you only hurt yourself and you hurt the audience too. But
Yeah.
they're in that experience together because that's what art. I mean, it's one of the greatest art forms ever, man. It's like it's so hard. So always give yourself grace for being brave.
Mhm.
Brave to tackle it and be like, that's how much of a fan you are. You're like, ooh, I want to do this. So I even give the older comics grace because they come up from, especially being black men and you're masculine presenting. So you're also in that realm as well, too. Like, oh, what is this gay nigga talking about? Or what's he talking about? Like, so now it's like there can only be one nigga, it can only be one at top, very mandingo, very history of slavery. Like it's all the same, very competitive. Being competitive in stand up is crazy because like, bro, we just telling jokes. Like, that's wild.
So you feel it? You feel the competition
Oh,
amongst
hell yeah. Hell yeah. I used
in
to be
what
very
sense?
sense of ticket sales. Now what's happening now is ticket sales. Like you see the big success of like, oh man, look at Josh Johnson, look at his numbers. Or look at
Mm.
this person selling out shows. Everybody's talking about somebody selling out shows, but nobody's talking about what they said to sell out the shows. Like
Hmm. The art form.
nobody's talking about like, man, you heard what what's the name said? Like, no. Like I don't know. I don't name one of them niggas jokes. Like I know a Chris Rock joke. I know like a Chappelle joke. I know, you recite jokes to me like, man, you said blah 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 blah. It's like that's where I live at because that's what's memorable versus just now it's this competitiveness of just this person gets the most asses in seat. Now it's like capitalism is showing itself. Like, look at this person selling out.
Yeah,
But
it's like commerce over art 100% now.
what are they
Mhm.
doing? What are they saying? And then you hear it, you're like, all right. Well, good for them. I'm from the school of Jay-Z. Can't knock the hustle. I get it. And it's the hustle now. So I just live in the art form, man. I just live in trying to better myself and get my message out. Just trying to be a small nigga bell hooks, man. That's it. Like keep my
Well,
album on that shelf when I die.
Nora, do you
uh,
ever feel I love that you are such a artist at heart. I can hear it in your voice. Like you just get so much passion in your voice
Mm,
when you talk about
mhm.
your art form.
thank you.
What is your relationship with creativity? Are you someone that does get stuck? Do you have like dry spells? And how do you get unstuck if you do have those times?
Yeah, yeah, I had a dry spell the other day because now I'm doing these series with content like I'm in therapy so you don't have to, or how I'm
Mhm.
feeling, and being that consistent with being funny online or even figuring that out, what that is. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I won't fucking do it. Like, and that's a little Nori. I don't want to do it. And I think what triggers we don't like being told what to do, but like now I'm giving us something to do, and it's just like I don't know, it's not gonna work. Or it's gonna get low numbers. So he just starts going off like, yeah, yeah, you're hearing it now, like, oh, it's gonna be low numbers, no engagement, and it's not gonna be ticket sales, and we're gonna be poor. And it's just it's like, bro, like, all right, like,
He spirals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spinning
Chill.
out.
nigga, bring it
One
back,
moment
bring
at a
it back.
time.
Come on. Like, I think just continue to live. Like, I'm not that type of like, let me go meditate and chill. Like, just eat, play a video game a little more. Like, yeah, play a video game or just keep living, just keep going forward. I trust my body a lot. My body is this whole it's like the headless horseman, man. My body's the headless horseman. It just keeps going, just bucking bucking forward.
Mm,
When
mm.
it's tired, it goes sleep. When it wants to eat, eat. Work out, we work out. The mind is his own thing. Cause that's little Nori just swirling around, complaining, which all reminiscent of what my mom would do and say all the time. Just never happy. Never happy. Can never just sit and be present.
Yeah.
Just gotta always find something. Um, yeah, gotta
But
find
that
something to complain
self-awareness
with.
is huge, Nori. Like I'm
Yeah.
in therapy right now and I've noticed my body so much more now because
hmm
when
It
you
keeps the
go through
score.
traumatic experiences. Yeah,
The
exactly.
body
And
keeps
you
the
cannot
score. That's what I
deny
learned from
it.
my therapist. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Yep, and it
The
has
body keeps
memory and the intuition, all of it. And now as I'm getting older and I'm trying to teach my children these tools, it's like, yo, I don't even have these tools to give. Like I need to get myself together.
And it's
and
not even
connect.
something for you to give, Jesse. It's just you being. You just
Correct.
being.
Experiencing
And
myself. That's
experiencing
exactly how I
exactly.
feel.
So they just know, they sense that, Layla's very my daughter, she's very empathetic and is beautiful. And she's also very hard. I love it. She just sense her emotional dramatic daddy. But yes, it's just being, so much self-awareness. I mean, I really love where I'm at right now. I had to go through all that to get here. And just trying to be present and enjoy.
All right. This is the portion of our show, Nore, that we call a dip in the deep end. We kind of slow things down, we get more reflective, and we ask all our guests the same 4 questions. So the first question I have for you, what do you love about comedy?
The realness of it. It can't be faked. It can't be duplicated. The realness of it. Period. It's real and raw. Yep.
So what pisses you off about comedy?
What pisses me off about comedy, the business of it. Right, and the business after COVID. It used to be just talent and all having a good time to figure out what's the best voice and let's have fun together and let's not worry about money and fucking 2 drink minimum and all this other bullshit. It was just like everybody just having a good time, just getting to it together and enjoying everybody's voice and enjoying everybody's perspective. But now it's about like that mortgage is due. That mortgage is due. And whoever's in here put asses in seats. So now you have this whole, it's just a whirlwind of people getting lost in the sauce that really deserve, like the Yamanikas, the Mina Amanis, there's people that should just be like on rotation. So like the ones that fall through the cracks, it's really some circumstances that they can't even control. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't get a victim to that, even though that might not even be true, but that's even the little anxiety inside of me. It's just like, man, so I that's the part I hate about it. Like, yeah.
We talked a lot about little Nore. So
Yes.
in your experience now as an adult, what advice would you give, I'll say, that college student, Nore, who was just starting his comedy journey?
Oh man. College student Nori. Yeah, no, thank you. Great job. Advice I would give him. I feel like advice comes from a place of like, if I knew this at the time, then it would have been better. But I think great job, man. You followed what you want to do. You found it. You found it. You
Mm.
found exactly what your love was. You found what your heart was because you was just rolling around campus trying to figure out how to do these art projects and not being as good as them white boys. Them designers were fucking good. And the architect kids, you never seen them. But you did it. You found what that spark, that fire of what you wanted to follow, just like you did with racing. You didn't give a fuck. So proud of you, man. You did that. And I'm happy where we're at right now.
I love that too.
And what
Yeah.
is the like the next version of Nori look like? Like what does it look like in the next 5 years for you?
Oh man, yeah. Heal much more healing Nori, like generational gift type, talking about healing love and talking about the Black experiences from different subgenres, as we probably said earlier. I could see continuing to just put out art the best way I can to make the money I can until I can't no more, and just live and hopefully meet much more people like you and touring and selling out venues, but selling out venues in a way just to have a great time, man, and just like live, loving, and laugh. That's corny. But yeah, living and loving, living and loving.
Living and loving. We've been doing all of this with you and on this podcast. Nore, you are such a joy to be around. Thank you so much for being on our program.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you,
This is
Nori. We really
had a great
appreciate you.
motherfucking laugh. Thank you, Mooney.
And so what should our viewers, audience members know about your upcoming projects? Anything coming up that you want to share in your social media?
Yes. Listen to my 8th album that should be coming out October 31st, Halloween, called Inner Child Specialist. And it will also it's going to be another world coming with a comic book. So definitely look out for that. So definitely hit up noredavis.com, sign up to my mailing list. And I'm on all social media platforms, whatever you're comfortable with. Follow me there.
Nore, so fun. Again, thank you so much for being on the program.
Yes, thank you so much.
As we like to say here, the shortest distance between two people is a laugh.
So let's keep laughing, let's keep connecting, and we'll see you right here on the next episode of A Good Laugh.
Ha ha.
All right, we out.
Yeah.
Yes.